Throw Gang. We are joined by the Peppa Papa, Lawrence Schlossman.
Mamma mia.
No, if you Chuck, Charlie Franco, the Baron of the Bay, Sean Mervon, and myself.
Hey, you.
The Greenpoint Rise and Grind Guru, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys with part 2 of the AMA, only available on patreon.com/stolenfits. Lawrence, how you feeling?
Bro, I feel like we did a good job on the first half. We kind of kept it together.
Lawrence, camera.
Oh, shit. Started slow, got too fast, found the groove, and then we were done. And here we are now. I don't know if we can keep the good behavior momentum moving forward.
There's no fit check necessary. It's just kind of like a check-in and update. Chuck, you guys have relocated to the couch. You guys were you were sprawled out everywhere.
We reinstituted the cast system.
Got the burnt orange pillow.
Oh, and everyone is wearing sunglasses.
Back on the couch.
And you will know this if you are a $10 or $20 patron behind the paywall. Shout out to you. We love you. All right, first question in the part 2 of the AMA. Okay. Chris.M0 wants to know, if the Patreon goes nuclear and the corporate credit card is unleashed, what would the next merch photo shoot look like, Jim?
We are going to Palm Springs. We're going to the fucking desert in New Mexico. Actually, we're going to Tucson, Arizona. Hey, we're renting out the fucking Ghost Ranch. Is that something? We're going to Amankiri with my guy Kendall, not Kendall Jenner, Kendall Roy.
Kendall Jenner.
I just want the environment to match the quality of the fits and of the merch and of the people modeling it, which is the 4 of us.
Palm Springs is the genesis of a merch idea. So it's kind of like we want to free our mind at Joshua Tree and come up with the next great short, the next great shirt that sells hundreds, nay, thousands of pairs.
Yo, the fucking merchman just texted us. Listener just recognized me in my apartment lobby.
Woo! Shout out Ryland.
Go off, Merchman King.
Hopefully Ryland does not get assassinated. I want to go to Dubai. Chuck's been to Dubai. You were the king. You were like the king of Dubai for like a weekend.
Chuck, did you like it?
Yeah, me and Steve Harvey were in there fucking, partying. No, I loved Dubai.
8 button downs.
I didn't get to do
Steve Harvey treats you like you're his third cousin. Facts.
I didn't get to go riding ATVs like I wanted to, but
was that your bucket list in Dubai?
Yeah.
Did you go to Salt Bay Restaurant?
No.
That was me.
You went to Dubai and you saw Fat Joe.
He was a dick to me. He's like, yo, just take the fucking picture. I was like, Fat Joe, I love you in fucking that Big Pun album, bro.
In that little Uzi interview.
Lean back. Oh, you met Fat Joe too?
No, but I was in New York. That was when he said farting upwards.
Outside of patrons?
Yeah.
Yo, who have you ambushed on the street on behalf of the pod?
Ice-T, Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq? No,
outside of the racist Cha Cha Matcha.
Yes.
Ice-T, never Ice-T.
Yeah.
Oh, Ice-T too?
Yeah.
What was his vibe?
Lawrence, pay attention to your kids, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yo, great.
This is old news, dude.
I was like, yo, great tweets coming up. I was like, thank you. I like that shirt. Because I was wearing a Power shirt that flipped his album title.
What?
Thank you, bro.
Have you talked about this before?
Yeah. Maybe not talked about it on the podcast.
Tweeted about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, you had the tee on that like matched the fucking album art.
I wasn't even thinking about it, but yeah, it was like an album flip, and I was like, oh yeah.
Did you fuck with Ice-T like that?
I like Law and Order.
Like,
fuck the police, but I like Law and Order.
What's like his big song, like Cop Killer or whatever?
Cop Killer, and then SVU.
What's his rock band?
No idea.
Oh,
no clue.
Chef, what are you doing if you have the corporate card and you're art directing the next merch shoot?
Which you maybe should.
I mean, I would want to go to an event or a location that obviously
Rage at MSG.
Rage at MSG would
fire
be fire
merch shoot, to be honest.
We did a Rage bootleg and we just moshed out. Though I think our seats are not on the floor. We didn't get floor seats. We're too old.
Yo, we get
broke.
We get fucking. What if we're all just like fucking like ball boys at like Wimbledon or some shit?
The U.S. Open,
yeah, or the U.S. Open. That would be cool too. Like, because I guess that's
so we would have to be selling like a polo or something.
Polo or Cardis, you know. I mean, we got some Cardis coming.
I think we address the Cardi later. Next question.
From our hood.
Yo, shout out our hood.
When y'all
King of the Cord.
When y'all can start doing pods in person again, and Lawrence, we got to talk about renting an office. Mm-hmm. When y'all can start doing pods in person again and in full swing, is there anyone you think would be a better in-person guest? The answer is everyone, right?
Everyone's always better in person. We've talked about this. Like,
well, Kind of, but okay. So why don't we go around and just say like what the wish list is for who we wish we could be in person as a dream guest. Lawrence?
I'm going to run through some names that have definitely been said, but always need to be reinforced for all the new patrons, though I guess we're in front of the paywall. Push in person, King Push in person, Cousin Greg in person, all the cum boys in person. And then I want to redo a bunch of homies that we did over Zoom, like Jonah Weiner in person. We got to do that. We got to do fucking Aaron Levine in person. We got to do Pesco in person. We got to run back a lot of the fucking goats. You know what I'm saying? My guys, the menswear fucking Mount Rushmore. That's my answer. Chuck?
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. We already talked about this.
Yeah, I said Jonah Weiner.
We did this last week.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw Hunter Harris's name out there one more time.
Another time. You're so thirsty, doggy.
Zach Fox, Ass Pizza, Seth Rogen,
Kerwin,
Desus and Mero, Kerwin for sure.
We were crazy fucked up one night, and I was like, let me just DM a bunch of people. And I hit up Kerwin, I hit up Ass Pizza.
Crazy fucked up one day. That was the last time we all potted in person.
Okay, so that was the last time we potted in person.
That's 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago. And everyone is down. We just gotta fucking schedule.
Saying it took 19 months to be like,
yo, I'm very fucking bullish on Austin Butts in-person podcasts.
I watched 3 of Kerwin is a really good podcast.
He's incredible.
He's a great.
Did you watch the John Mayer shit that dropped today?
Oh no, so I watched the Mac DeMarco one, and that was a great one.
I don't know. What
See John Mayer on TikTok though.
Wait, you don't know who Kerwin Frost is?
No.
What?
Oh, with the pencil tattoo?
Oh my lord, chef.
Did you see John Mayer? Did you see John Mayer try to join TikTok though?
Oh, I did see that.
He's ass.
That did not
This
go.
that's why I'm not trying to be on
killing him.
1738.
Yo, but also
getting
like
fucking dragged.
one of my favorite like things that I've been seeing a bunch of kids doing though is like John Mayer plays like a little lick and he's like, yeah, like duet me and add on to my guitar, and a bunch of kids are just playing like random like yeah. It's so fucking funny.
He's getting fucking dragged for his history. Who's up next? Lawrence, next question.
All right. What's the biggest 180 you've done in a trend/style, whether that's something you originally loved but now can't stand or vice versa? The biggest flip flop.
This is tough. Is to me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wearing sunglasses no one can tell.
No one can remember the order, dude.
No one can tell who's talking to who.
That's tough. I mean,
are you looking at me?
I do pride myself on not being a fucking wave rider and, kind of like being a little boring at times because of that. I would say just like,
now would be the time for you to snore on fucking mic. I
don't know. When I was like Complex, it was easy to fall into the hype of like Luxe streetwear, En Noir, Hood by Air. I mean,
100%.
I tried to wear Hood by Air. Now I kind of fucking regret getting rid of my HBA because it would be kind of fire to like bust out right now. I don't know. Honestly, I would say that the time when I was trying to keep up with the fucking hashtag menswear fellas via the Penfield Shades of Grey by Micah Cohen and Crate.
You weren't even in the same league, dog.
I know. That's why it was embarrassing.
Do you think this is forgive me for asking this, but you kind of opened Pandora's box. Do you think there's a certain type of dude that will still, like a professional peer that maybe will be on the pod or someone we just hang with that like remembers you from that time when you like didn't have it and you think that they maybe view you in a different way?
Think so, but I think that it is probably like a very small group of dudes, but like credit to those guys. Like I guess like, do you remember me from that time when I was not like a fucking, Tumblr all-star? You definitely
were zigging when everyone was zagging. Like I will always give you credit for that. You fucking were more of like, you had the smoke for everyone versus like
Isaac Hinton Miller, perfect example where it was like hashtag menswear. And I was not one of the hashtag menswear dudes, but he is still a homie.
Yeah.
And he still is like, points back to those days. He's like, yo, remember when we fucking, broke onto that roof or like stuck into that party?
Yeah. Shout out Isaac. For me, it would be my heaviest sneakerhead time, like going to Complex, really like getting to experience sneaker culture when it was still a little bit of a culture before it fucking fell off the fucking edge of a cliff. And I bought I got so much free shit and I bought so much shit and I was hoarding so many pairs of sneakers because, I'd already kind of conditioned myself up until that point with basically double monks or, hard bottoms, like, this hoarding, collecting mentality where I'm still only wearing, 2 or 3 things, but I'm fucking amassing so much shit. And I did it with sneakers and I've since sold all that stuff and I made a lot of money, but like, it feels so pointless looking back because it was so important to get release A, release B, or get seeded, whatever, for my ego. And just because, you know, I guess
it wasn't
I'm
even about the actual,
to some degree. Yeah, but
it wasn't even about the actual John. It was about just like the
I never
hunt.
wore any of it, right? Of course it was not about the John because the shit never fucking left the box. So
what about you guys in your young careers as John's enthusiasts? Like, what is there one phase where you look back on, you're just like, what the fuck was I thinking? Jeff, Chuck, who wants to go first?
I'm still thinking.
For me,
Jeff?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I would throw it back to junior, senior year of high school. That was
4 years ago.
Well, that was 2012, 2013. So like fucking that was like hashtag menswear era, and I thought it would be really cool to just wear like Oxfords and shit all the time. And I had like basically like every version of the J. Crew Secret Wash shirt, like every pattern that they had, and I thought I had like.
Where's that shit now?
I like donated most of it, honestly.
Would it still fit?
No, dude, absolutely not. I was buying like extra small, like fucking Oxford.
Oh yeah, right. You were full American Apparel.
Yeah. No, like I was like a fucking yeah. But I thought I was like really cool back then.
The pics of you from high school that like are on Facebook that are public for anyone to see, like, are incredible.
They're all there. If you scroll
and anyone
back,
who's ever tuned into a Juicy Zoomy has probably seen them used to purchase.
You were upset when we first brought
no Chuck was.
That was me.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
I mean, like I'll admit to my fucking weakness from back then for sure.
Well, it's just life, bro. You know, like no one's mad.
That's growth. That's growth, baby.
I just remember one time when I was a freshman in high school. It was like a laundry day type of situation, and I wore big old basketball shorts and a polo to school, and I was just like, "This fucking sucks. I gotta get different clothes." Then I started buying like
what kind of polo? Like we talking like Ralph?
It was probably some Nautica, some Marshall shit.
Damn, dude. So you were like fully swagless.
Yeah.
Because you have good taste. You have like a vibe about you. I'm surprised that you would let yourself get to that point of swaglessness.
Well, then I was just like, oh, I'm gonna buy like LRG tees and like the hundreds tees, and then all of high school. All of high school, I just wore the hundreds and LRG, and that was.
Where's that shit now? At your mom's crib?
No, it's probably just given away and shit.
Donated
at the bottom of some fucking.
It's being worn by some like Albanian dude in Tucson cooking up meth in like a fucking XXX LRG joint.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, with the fucking Mark Echo leather jacket, like the fucking like a Robert Pattinson fucking
Echo.
Good Time, bro. You know.
All right.
And that was Griff. Thank you, Griff. I didn't shout you out. Thank you, Griff. Great question.
All right, Monsieur Cooge, Big Cooge Hound says or asks, why don't more brands embrace big and tall sizing? Considering the added revenue it can bring, is it purely because of elitism / fat phobia?
Yo, this is the most fucking galaxy brain great question we got across both parts of this AMA, because you and I were just having a conversation literally with somebody who we will not put on blast, but someone who everyone listening knows, who everyone listening respects. And this guy was literally like, yo, I want to be more inclusive. I understand how it affects my bottom line. I want the everyman to know he can fucking walk into my fucking store and wear my brand and fucking look incredible. But there is a fucking flip side to that. And you can be fucking Peter Pan on this, but like, yo, it is low key tough to be cool and inclusive because of how exclusivity is a currency in this world. So, and that is something that this dude we were talking about it openly, like, you know, he was asking us if we had any advice, because like, yo, that is a very, it's a fine line, and there's an easy answer, but the easy answer, which is just be as inclusive as possible, is not actually truly the right answer, I don't think.
So the person asked that, I don't think that they're necessarily being like, oh, like I want to, you know, be inclusive, like plus sizing and like, you know, small sizing, I guess. I thought it was more like, I want dudes to know that they, as a regular person, they don't have to emulate the model. They can like learn how to style this in their own way, not in some fucking editorial or lookbook type of way where it's like head to toe.
Right.
You can like take this piece and make it your own. And that's why like when you see professional models, Jimmy and Lawrence,
of course,
we make this shit our own. To me, I mean, the real answer to this is that the fact that marginal sizing, because there's fewer products or fewer SKUs sold in those ranges, it's harder to justify including those in like the production process 100%. Because it becomes more expensive to produce these like extra marginal sizes that 100%. Don't fit within like the safe zone, the safe zone.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why I think like, you know, if you want to do like a 38 waist, 28 inseam, like that's not
fucking chode.
You're gonna have to produce
not the chode.
No, you're gonna have to produce a very small amount of those, right?
Yeah.
And that's expensive. So it cuts into the margins. It's a business decision for sure. But to your point, it is like hard when the model's like, yo, he's 6'4", 130, and wearing a size small and like and a large outerwear. Like, it is interesting that this whole thing with like turning to influencers and like regular folks as inspiration, or like
ourselves included.
Yeah, or as like fucking spirit shamans when it comes to like what do you wear, how does it fit, what do you do?
Yeah, I think that we're all about democratizing good taste across the board. I think that's kind of like that's one of the pillars, at least the pod represents to me, to get like sincere for a second, despite all the jokes and shit. But like that's so. From an economic standpoint, right? Like when you and I are doing pre-orders and shit, and we're talking about like fringe sizes, like even just making a tee that's open for a pre-order, like, is there gonna be a triple XL? Like, is there gonna be an extra small? Those fringe sizes, like, we empathize with all the most waifish of waifish twinks and the most husky
and the big boys.
Boy. It's fucking tough. And and on the flip side, right? We say, dress to your body shape, right? But like, that dude, regardless of what end of the spectrum he's on, he might not have those options to do that. So it's easy for us to say that. But I think if anything, we kind of represent a wider range of shapes and sizes, and we all fucking look good.
We want
and that's
big boys to have more representation. We want the big boys to have more than just fucking, Carhartt whip. And
not even Carhartt whip, right? That's true, Carhartt whip exists for the fucking twinks. You know what I'm saying? All right. Speaking of like sizing and shit, and I don't know if this will come up, but Vaporwaver, the homie fucking Baconator, the big fucking goat who's killing it, by the way. The graphics,
the new graphics are so sick.
The fucking streets are fucking fiending for that next drop. So shout out fucking Vapor. He wants to know, when is the fucking Cardi dropping?
All right, so this is funny in that like you and I guess like when it comes to collaborations, we want to use the opportunities afforded to us to be like, yo, what's missing out of our wardrobe, or what's missing? Yeah, where are the fucking gaps? Let's fill them. We have mohair Cardis, but they're all like $400 needles, $400 fucking
ALD shit that sells out day one, whatever,
Yeah, so we know that our dudes need a fucking mohair Cardi. Let's provide them with something that's relatively affordable. But then it's also like, yo, we're not designers. So
no, we are not.
When you hear us say big things coming, please believe.
Don't yawn on Mike.
I'm so sorry.
Please believe that we do not know if the big things are coming in a week, in 5 weeks, in 6 weeks. It became clear to us. I think Jordan from Checks was like, yo, homies, can we get on fucking call, mate? That's not even close. He's like, hey, so the photo that I sent you, that's not what it's gonna be, because he sent us a photo and it looked like a fucking like dead it looked like a aborted cardigan fetus.
Yeah, it was not.
He's like, no, that's not it. That's like the stitching or whatever.
The Cardi is
so
sampled right now. It's coming out. The pants with 316 will come out before it. But the Cardi is still on the production line. We will never put out anything that isn't as fucking good as it can be that we wouldn't want to wear. So like, it's just a process. Like sometimes it's fucking super easy to do. Sometimes it's difficult. This is something that I would say the cardigan is the most difficult garment to create thus far.
Well, yeah,
between boots and loafers and pants, and now this is the one.
But also because of the design that we wanted to put out, he was like, so it's going to require this specific technique.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, cool. He's like, no. The technique's going to require like 3 more weeks of actual production, because it's
complicated. Yeah.
So we don't ideally.
Should we even fucking speculate?
It's going to be either early summer or like early fall.
Yeah, which is a huge range, but
it was hot as fuck today, though.
It was.
Yo, but a Cardi
right like now
is like a beach bonfire joint too. Like it could easily like help you transition from summer nights to fall days.
Would look very cool with an A-frame tank. Is all I'm saying.
It would look very cool with an A-frame tank. It will look very cool with the fucking pants we were making with 316. Again, we are trying to build a wardrobe brick by motherfucking brick.
Honestly, to go back to part 1, the first fit that I want to wear outside of quarantine is just throwing fits head to toe.
Oh, yo, incredible, bro. That would be the fucking move.
All right. IBM the Jerk asks, thinking about starting a newsletter to highlight the Groms on the Discord, yay or nay?
Yay, 100%.
I want to throw this to the Groms.
The Groms on the, what does that mean?
I don't really
I think he means the
understand.
other young homies on the Discord that are.
Oh, not these two.
No, I think he's just talking about he generally wants to put on for like the up and comers.
Of course.
Yo, the best thing about doing this show, besides all of the best things that we mention all the time, like hanging out with your boys and getting paid to fucking talk on mic and get fucked up, the community that has been created out of the show that extends beyond the guests to the fucking throw gang who are doing fucking their own shit, starting their own lines, starting their own newsletters, their own blogs. Like, yo, you should absolutely do this. We want nothing more than for this show to maybe inspire you in the smallest way to do something fucking next level that pushes you out of your comfort zone. So yes, do this 100%.
Hell yeah.
Without question.
I mean, you have nothing to lose, right? Like, what do you have to lose? Like Discord clap points?
Yeah.
Don't exist.
Yeah,
Like,
cord clout, which as we know is the only thing
a very real currency, but no.
The only thing
do
faker than cord clout is cancel culture.
Please do it for every newsletter, every brand, every blog, every zoo board that's come out of the Throwing Fits extended universe.
Yeah, put the
We
homies
support
on
that. Obviously, 1000%.
I'd fucking read it.
There you go. If you get the cosign from the fucking big boss over here, you're fucking Gucci. All right. Big Fat Hunt wants to know, listener, since the first Jonah ep on the previous podcast endeavor that shall not be named, AMA question. How do I seek out Johns that I've conceived of, but know they must be out there somewhere? Keep on daydreaming of grail, searching for them, and ultimately giving up sad emojis. This is some fucking big brain, galaxy brain shit. He's dreaming up Johns and he wants to know how he can find them.
Yeah.
All right.
Make them.
My guy, big Fat Hunt. If it does not exist, make it. This kind of goes back to
what you just said. We're filling
previous
holes.
question where it's like, yo, if
we're plugging
Like
holes.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, baby.
this is what we're trying to do. If there's not a fucking green loafer that you would fuck with and rock all through spring and summer, which is, hopefully talk to you soon, make it. Why not just, if you're dreaming of grails, this is the first step that honestly, a lot of designers probably struggle with the most, which is like conceiving what they actually want to make versus just following what is already out there.
100%. Just do it, bro.
Watch the fucking YouTube tutorials. That's it.
I think this is our slogan that we came up with on the pod, but just do it, bro. Just do it 100%. No, okay, thank you. Appreciate that. He fucking threw me a bone.
All right. Sneakers Re-Ka-Ends asks, you guys did such an amazing job with raising awareness to BLM, but have been completely silent on all the Asian hate crimes that have been going on, especially in New York City. Is there a reason for the complete silence in regard to this, except for that one joke Larry made on the Grom reintegration program Patreon episode? Lawrence, your answer?
First of all, I didn't make that joke. That was you. So don't put that fucking demon on me, Ricky Bobby. And what I would say is that you are the only person that is truly qualified on this podcast. And Chef, I should say, to answer this question. Sorry, my bad. Yo, that's fucking white supremacy, bro.
Yeah, that's
honestly,
fucked up,
that's
dog.
white supremacy in action, bro. That's poetry in motion. Let's throw it to you and then throw it to Chef and let you guys fucking handle it.
First off, Sneakers, the fact that you took my words and put them in Lawrence's mouth, white supremacy.
Damn it. You get his ass.
Secondly, I guess this is a big question. A few things. The fundamental basis of it is like, yo, hate crimes, bad. Hate, violence, anger, very fucking bad. Do not do that. And yes, we absolutely do not condone that whatsoever. When it comes to, if you're going to compare it to BLM, that in itself is a little bit of the issue, where hate crimes against any minority or any non-white race does fall under the banner of Black Lives Matter, in that it's about like dismantling white supremacy. White supremacy is always, the white patriarchy has always tried to position minority against minority so that white people can rise above it and retain their superiority. Like, white folks have always pitted yellow against black, yellow against brown, brown against black, black against brown. Like, to want people to speak against it just to speak against it also is fucking crazy, because I guess Chef, I don't know if you felt this way too, but the last few weeks, to see white people just share an infographic about you should not hate Asian American people, because I was like, what the is this how black people felt all summer when I was sharing well-designed infographics?
Yeah. Damn.
So
I feel pretty stupid now.
Speaking out on social media, sure, that is important and it is activism, or one piece of activism, but that's not necessarily going to address the larger issue, which in my opinion does fall under the banner of Black Lives Matter, which is about raising white patriarchy and white superiority so that like POCs have a equal voice at the table, equal shot, equal chance at opportunity. And honestly, to fucking question people like why they haven't spoken up or said something is kind of like playing into the trap set by the whole fucking system that exists right now. Sorry, it's an ongoing conversation. Obviously, it's not going to like end here, but I think that we can move on to the next question.
Obro wants to know, do you foresee yourself setting more into a certain style / uniform as you get older? Or do you think you'll continue to dabble in different trends to a certain extent? And do you feel more obligated to change it up given your professional roles in the space?
Ooh, the latter part of the question.
In space.
The latter part of the question is an interesting thing that I've kind of grappled with is like, yo, do I want to just like maintain what I'm doing or do I feel kind of pressured? And that's like social media. That's like having the lens on me and us. Like, do I feel pressured to kind of like stand out a bit more, like do something crazy in the words of Asher Roth.
The other big hog.
I do think, I mean, we talked about this in part one, but it's like
the best rapper alive.
editing down your wardrobe, refining what you really fuck with. Meaning like, yo, I love these 316 fatigues. I love my Saturdays fatigues. I love my Needles track pants without the stripey down the side. I love my SK Manor Hill velour pleated pants.
Yeah, those are great.
Like, so I think it is like it's about finding that balance and learning about like, where you can push it, but not like get too fucking crazy where it's performative.
Yeah,
you, Lawrence, I know that you love you love performance.
I'm a performer. I love performing. I'd also like to throw out Asher Roth, Lark on My Go-Kart.
I was going to say
as
that.
potential outro music. Very fucking underrated song. Yo, all right, a couple things here. Do I feel pressure because of my stature professionally that James and I have because of the show and the space that we occupy? Yeah, I mean, there is going to be pressure for us to like post fit pics and like look cool because it is part of our job. And we talked about this with but still probably more than I would have thought, because like Brandon kind of like acknowledged that when he was talking about how he was like, swearing off fit pics because it didn't vibe with what he was trying to do
with the times
professionally. Whereas with us,
vibe the times.
Whereas with us, he was like, yo, I get it. It is your job. So for me, like, I want to acknowledge it, but at the same time, like not think about it because as Kanye says famously, when you try hard is when you die hard. But I like to think that, the best way that anyone has ever described personal style to me is Antonio Ciangoli, the big homie from 18 East. Yo, it's a sweet spot, bro. It is everything in your life, everything that you love, everything that you wear, everything that you hope to wear. Yo, these are concentric circles, right? And there is a middle, there is a sweet spot of that massive Venn diagram that is your life that is always kind of like a little bit of a moving target, like not like moving the goalpost where it's and it does change considerably for like, fucking wave riders and shit. Which I know James likes to refer to me as, but like in all seriousness, like that's a fucking, floating target that like you try to stay. If you think about clothes, like I think about clothes, you try to fucking stay on track. And like every so often you're going to fucking deviate a bit and you're going to pull things in and you're going to eject things. And like that sweet spot isn't static. Like it changes. There are static elements to it, but it changes over time. And I think if you consider it in that kind of more holistic way, I think that you'll be able to approach personal style from a more honest and fun place. Also, like, yo, don't overthink it. Like this already feels like I'm overthinking it even too much right now. Like,
yeah.
So also try not to get caught in the weeds and and hey, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Oh, my question.
I have a question.
You guys?
Can I have some?
What?
Can I have some?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah,
fucking
for sure.
Yet.
Bro. Of course.
Bro, have the rest.
That's a big glue.
Yeah.
Glue
Does anyone have anything to add, Chuck or Chef, or should we move on?
Let's
all right. Next question is, so Lawrence, actually, I updated the J and the L's, but so next question mine. With the rise of remote work and people realizing that they don't have to live in a major metropolis, if you had to live in a non-New York City or LA city, what would it be?
Oh, Miami, baby.
Tucson.
Really?
Boulder, Colorado.
Really? Yo. You saw the fucking videos where they like flip the car and shit? It's very fratty.
Good ass weed.
I fucking love Boulder.
Big gas, dude.
Yo,
I'll see you at the fucking cannabis cup, Chef.
Yeah, natural gas. I'll live in Miami, dude. As a Jew, I'm all Miami all day.
I'm not. Yo, I don't want to get that slutty.
I'm going this year.
You know what? I want to get that slutty. I want to get that sultry.
Yo, I can live there because there's no kids lifestyle, baby. That's what
I want to float this out to you guys. Mexico City.
Ooh.
Yep.
Berlin,
Yep.
Fire.
Techno.
and
I mean, Paris. He didn't say Paris. I mean, like, what's
no.
Paris, bro?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Ooh, Charleston. Okay. All great answers. Would anyone live in a flyover state or like in the suburbs?
I want to live
Like Texas, maybe, or like fucking. I mean, no. The answer is no. Chicago, no.
I mean, I would live in Austin
I
or
don't
Houston,
think so,
but these
bro.
are we've only mentioned major metropolises that were not New York or LA in the question. So like, I'm trying to gauge if anyone would live in Cleveland or
Fuck no.
fucking Kingston, New York.
Man, fuck that.
Yo, Kingston, Grill, Jamaica,
Yo, that would be fucking
Rock House. Woo.
Yo, Chuck,
I just want to do a fucking content house retreat. That's all I want to do with
amazing.
the core four.
Chuck, Lil Pork Chopped wants to know, and this is basically for you. Favorite blunt wrap
And flavor.
It depends on where I am in the world,
Mhm.
but I like I just like the whatever the sweet flavor of the Dutches are. That's like a cigarillo.
Vanilla?
Yeah, or
Anilla blunter.
or just like if it's a backwood, like honey or honeyberry.
Oh, nice.
A lot of people
yeah.
don't like flavors though. Like
I thought everything was all about the exotic flavors and shit.
well, some people are into that, but like I feel like some people like
Rare,
like the OGs
rarer blunt wrap.
are like sometimes when I'm asking for one, the people are like, yeah, but like we only have flavors. I'm like, oh, that's great. Like what flavors do you have? But
What do they do? Like banana,
Grape? Kiwi?
well, so my
you know me, I just vape, baby.
right,
Fucking-
my bodega recently has Russian cream, and the lady was like, oh, like,
Fuck is
you don't
Russian
want
cream?
Russian
What the-
cream, right? And I'm like, oh no, I do want that.
Wait, why was she
What does
saying
it
that you
taste
wouldn't want it?
like?
'Cause it's like fucking.
I think people don't like the flavor. I think they
I'm
just like the
fucking-
regular.
I gotta plug back into the weed game, bro.
What does
I'm
it
out,
taste
bro.
like?
It just tastes like
Just sweetness,
just
right?
like
Probably?
sweet, like like vanilla-y,
Just sweetness.
creamy.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you, Lil Pork Chop. Get
in-
lit. Legalize it.
Inevitable Parsnip 47 asks, can we get a comment from James on when he changed his mind on ALD and if it was directly before the shoot?
Go off, King.
Good question. I mean, I feel like I just went on a fucking
Capper.
rant.
That's what they're saying. Capper.
You're not from New York. 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 ALD, I'll say this. I do really like Teddy as a guy
He's the best.
who I only kind of met recently. Actually,
The
first time at
most
the shoot.
interesting man in the world.
He was like, yo, I want James to come to the shoot. I want to meet this kid. I want to fucking get to know him. I feel like we'd be boys. Yeah. I want to get that ass. And he's a fucking cool guy. ALD is one of those things to me where it like came out the gate so fucking hot. Whereas the natural contrarian snob, I had to be like, wait a second, like let me get a fucking second look at this. And it was one of those things where I got distracted by the entity itself and got distracted by the fandom. It's like Rick and Morty.
Sure.
It's like rock climbing.
Throwing fits.
It's like throwing fits. No, it's not throwing fits.
I keyed.
Fuck, got me. It's like Knicks fans where it's like the fandom is what you judge instead of like the actual thing itself. ALD, I think, made its bread and butter at first off the logo shit. And that was right when I was coming out of like logo dumb, like logo mania. I was like,
Sure.
obviously ahead of the curve, obviously zigging when y'all were zagging.
Right.
I was like, I don't fuck with these logos. I don't like this shit. And to me, the tipping point, not the tipping point, but like the I guess like the thing that really sums it up is when you wore like the Sesame Street crayon, children's placemat, Aimé Leon Dore button down
On my honeymoon, yeah.
on your honeymoon. I was like, this is logo mania to the max.
Lawrence is having the time of his life on his honeymoon.
Lawrence
And
is like,
James's only thought is he looks like a
Don't
fucking
talk
crayon.
shit about my honeymoon fits, bro.
in the corner of the couch
come
here.
on.
Yeah, bro. You're talking about, watch yourself, bro. You're talking about the Super Bowl fit picks,
the
bro.
Super Bowl fit picks.
But independent of my thoughts,
Yes.
obviously, Teddy was like, yo, I want to kind of rein it in. Maybe we have gotten too hot. And you can see this if you've been paying attention to that. He's like, yo, I want to rein it in. I want to be more intentional. I want to control the narrative. And instead of it being about like the fucking, logo on the hat, logo on the chest, logo on the shorts, logo on the pants, I want it to be more about the cut and sew and about the larger, longer term vision. And I think, was it like last winter with the cardigans with like the paneled cardigans?
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That I think Tyrell wore in the lookbook.
The fall winter 20 lookbook.
That to me was when it was like, yo, the cut and sew is actually fire, or like in a fucking place where I need to take a second look at this and second guess myself and forget the fucking first impression and forget the fans. And if I can't think of any other brand that has really like come out and lost necessarily like control of the narrative to its fans and wrestled it back.
Put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Put the toothpaste back in the tube. Fucking rebottled the lightning.
Yo, this
I'm fucking serious.
No, that's a good term. I've never heard.
And if you look at all the ALD editorial and everything they're pushing out there, it is not the logo tees. That's still obviously the bread and butter of like any brand. It's just the fucking the chest hit. But this dude is real. Like Teddy is a cool guy, first of all, and also like
he smokes.
Smokes weed, weed inside, outside.
My man fucking smokes. Yo, I will say,
and so like, no. So I'll just say that while it might not have been for me, it caused me or it forced me to take a second look and be like, wow, there actually is shit in here that I would rock independent of it being ALD or not being ALD. Like this is actually some Johns that I would want in my fucking wardrobe. That's it.
When we talk about all the brands that we collaborate or that are in the Throwing Fits Extended Universe, and when we're talking about what makes Jonas so special, like a lot of this applies to Teddy and ALD in that, yo, at the end of the day, like, yo, you should, if people fuck with you, that's, in this day and age, think about all the people you don't fuck with, right? Like the people that you fuck with, that is such a discerning decision to make that. Like the way that I perceived it, that was my guy who made it very clear that he didn't just fuck with me, but he fucked with you and he fucked with what we were doing. And that means a lot. And that can kind of reevaluate and refract kind of like the prism of how you see something. And I think that is, that's something important to consider for anyone who like has that person in their life that like, if they support you, like, support them back, bro. I mean, that's priceless. Like, and that, to me, that's very important.
It costs nothing to show love.
It costs nothing to show love.
Is that the fucking episode title?
And guess what? Respect, you got to give it to fucking get it, dog. And for me, like, it just so happens that he's the fucking most interesting man in New York. It just so happens that's the hottest brand in New York. And like, I think that his support of us means that we should support him. And I think now unimpeachably across the board, we obviously do. And I think that's important.
100%.
Anything more?
Think he likes us? Think he likes us too?
I mean, you guys are going to be involved in the next shit. Like if it's up to us, that's for goddamn sure.
And also, you don't need to necessarily name the episode because it's got to have like an AMA title. I'll deal with that later. But when's Ewan wants to know when's Bape coming back?
What?
I mean, I guess like Bape already has his fucking fan base. I don't think it's ever going to come back into.
Yeah, it is where it is right now. Like where it is right now is where it will always be.
It might have its like little fucking flagellations here and there, but like it is where it is, and like it had its time in history, and like it'll always be a part of whatever the fuck we're doing with now. But I don't think it's gonna like dominate the way it once did.
They're gonna have like a fire collab, like even a broken clock is right twice a day. Like they're gonna have a fire Club C, like Leo's gonna set that up. They're gonna have like another fire collab, like whatever next year, I'm sure. Bape can never be what it was when Nigo was changing the fucking literal game. It's a different thing now. It's a corporate entity. But that doesn't mean that you can't fuck with it, right? Like people drink Coca-Cola every day because it's fucking delicious. Like, and I'm not trying to be on my fucking my hater shit. Like, I think that there's good Bape and there's bad Bape, and there's a lot more bad Bape than good Bape. But as far as Bape coming back, wherever it is at now, honestly, that's where it will now be forever. So that's my.
You either fuck with Bape or you don't even think about Bape at all.
You don't think it's gonna have like a comeback ever?
Or I would say the comeback it happened. Like this is it. It's not getting big.
If there's any comeback, it's gonna be like TikTok is being like, yo, remember the shit in like 03, like 04, like.
Well, I just mean like
Sue
or like I'm
just thinking about like
completely for novelty and nostalgia, but that's it.
But Nigo's like on his own shit, so Nigo's never gonna like sign on to co-sign the Bape.
That's Human Made, and Human Made is cool. And all right, would I wear Bape tomorrow? No. Would I wear Human Made? Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Really?
I would consider it.
The burger? The big old burger? You wear the burger vest.
I don't know if I'll wear the fucking burger.
Burger John's? All right. This is a question for all four of us.
Okay.
What are your top 3 favorite fruits ranked?
Easy. Number 1, tomato. Fruit.
It is
fucking
fruit.
Don't think I don't know my shit. Number 1, tomato. Fire. Love fucking tomato. Number 2, fucking pineapple. And then 3, banana. I guess off top.
Okay.
Tight.
What about you?
Let's go to the Groms.
Okay,
Grapes.
Grapes.
Watermelon.
In the form of
watermelon. Deep cut.
grapes in the form of wine or just grapes?
Both.
Okay.
Frozen.
Oh, shit,
in the form of frozen.
Damn.
What juice?
What did I say? Grapes. Watermelon.
Yeah.
Bananas.
All right, respect.
Bananas. That's 2 for 2
For smoothies.
Chef.
Damn. All right. I do apples all the time.
Oh, fuck apples. I forgot about apples.
Yeah. In my salads, in my grilled cheese.
In my salads?
In
on
your
their
grilled
own.
cheese.
Yo.
I mean,
No, that's a move. That's a breed. That's a breed. Dude.
That's some fucking
maneuver.
Yeah, some French shit.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Don't put that shit in my grilled cheese.
I won't. I won't. Don't worry, hey, man. I make them how you want them.
I want
Made
cheese.
to order.
Cheese and tomato.
There you go. My fruit. Fucking tomato, baby. My fruit cheese.
All right. So apples. We're gonna go clementines. Big
oranges.
I love cuties. No, I mean,
Because you're a cutie, dude. That's why.
hey, you are what
Cannibalism. Cannibalism.
You are what you eat, dude.
I freaking wish.
Going Army Hammer on the fucking.
And the last one, I'm gonna honeydew melon.
Damn, honeydew. That is a money melon.
Dark
All right.
horse, bro. Shit is ass.
I got two.
Oh my god!
Is that the green one or the orange one?
That's green.
That's
If
green,
and guess what? If I'm not at a continental breakfast, get it away from me, dog. I don't even want to see it.
You never had a good honeydew melon.
If I'm not in the lobby of a Marriott, get your honeydew out of here, dog.
Why are you in the lobby of a Marriott?
Honeydew. That's the money melon. All right, I'm going. I got two. I got a berry list. I got blueberry, raspberry, strawberry,
No one said berries. Berries are fire.
and then I got
Berries are sick. Yeah, I would put strawberries as my
passion
honorable
fruit,
Fuck with
lychee,
He's a lover, dude.
passion fruit, lychee, kiwi.
He's
What's
horny.
lychee?
Yo, cut the. That's.
I've had a lot of like passion fruit flavored shit. I don't think I've ever eaten like
a passion fruit, right?
Yeah.
But I guess this kind of
What does
includes
that even-
flavors,
what does
kind
that
of,
even
right?
look like?
I don't know, dude.
It's like a gooey. It's like gooey seeds. It's fucking sexy.
You
Okay.
eat the seeds?
Yeah, you like scoop it into your mouth.
okay.
Yo, is this dude? So this is a chord, homie. I recognize. Opiken. What is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, who fucking long one? Let me focus. Didn't take my shades off. With the recent spotlight regarding media figures or organizations being canceled due to previous opinions or practices, i.e., bon appetit or even reply all, how does TF try to navigate this while, providing hot takes and weekly podcasts?
What the?
Is there a fear that one day you wake up trending on Twitter for the wrong reason?
All right, 2-part question. Yes, there's a fear that we wake up trending on Twitter for the wrong reason. For me, I don't know about you. The way that we navigate that is, I think that we're at our core, despite everything that we advertise and that people fucking put on us, is that we're decent people.
Whoa!
So we're not going to be out here. We're not going to be out here fucking. We're not going to be out here. Giving fucking Piers Morgan opinions, but also like we're not
Just walking off our own shit.
walk out my own apartment.
Though, like Piers Morgan's, we want to die. So there's that.
Yeah,
That's a
but
great
it's like,
tweet.
But it's like, yo,
Best tweet of all time. One of the top tweets.
if you're not a fucking dumbass, then you're not going to put out like your most like deepest, darkest opinions out there. My thing is this: only tweet about pee and poo jokes. Right, that's it.
And honeydew melon.
The other thing is that
honeydew melon.
The honey,
Is that on the shit
that's
list
what's really
now,
getting
man?
canceled.
God
Do you
damn.
know that honeydew melon was a colonial enterprise by the fucking British? Like,
Yeah,
undertake-
I'm sorry,
The
guys.
other
I didn't
thing
know.
is that, because we work for ourselves, we're uncancelable, is what Lawrence likes to say. But I do think that it's that whatever we put out there isn't so controversial that we're ever going to get canceled, because I do think that we are at our core decent folks that don't want to just fucking say shit for shit's sake, and we're not trying to be fucking, we're not edgelords.
No, and I think that we try to make the pod entertaining. Every so often, a spicy fucking take is going to come out, and maybe an off-color joke. But I'm looking at my Twitter drafts right now.
Read them.
They call her Kate Bush because of her big hairy pussy. ASAP Bari posted Christopher Dorner on his IG story so Black History Month can officially start. Smoking weed with my doorman because I'm a socialist. Anyway, shit like that. We don't always let the fucking yomper fly.
The Kate Bush one is fire.
I led with that for a reason. I should
tweet it right now.
I will. Just give me 1 second. I'm about to monologue. I think that
here we go.
I hear him. I feel him rumbling.
I get it. Yeah,
I'm buffering.
He's revving.
Legit,
His feet are
feel
fucking
the
spinning like
energy.
big chungus.
I can
my
see it.
brain right now is the rainbow wheel, dude. I'm
Steam
buffering.
coming out of the holes of that hat right now.
We fucking joke that we're uncancelable, or you say you're an uncancelable until you get canceled. Yo, we're not courting controversy. Maybe. We're not courting controversy. We're just trying to be ourselves. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to be entertaining. Sometimes it might go over the line. Sometimes there might be an opinion that is nuclear in nature. But for the most part, like, this is why you work for yourself. This is why you take the fucking risk to do your own damn thing and figure it out for yourself. Put the fucking onus on your own shoulders where, like, no decision can affect you that isn't your own. And I think that there is a positive and a negative to that. And I think that we kind of like navigate the double-edged sword fairly well. With that said, we have fucked ourselves in the past, that's well documented. But for the most part, I think that, we're not trying to push buttons just for buttons' sake. I think that's fucking cheap and fucking whack. So we don't do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question.
Okay. Any thoughts on the future brands from other Asian countries? Any thoughts on the future of brands from other Asian countries can gain a foothold in the States? Thinking of brands the court has brought up, such as Humblezing, great glorp for dirt cheap, but with no U.S. representation, asks RG Reasons.
Yo, Japan is a perfect example of a country that, regardless of anything else that is going on as far as like politics of the industry, or even right now with COVID and like how that affects supply chains and shipping, like, if you make great fucking product, the idea is that the cream will rise to the top. And Japan is a perfect example of that. And like, there are for sure amazing brands across all of Asia, from China to fucking South Korea, like, that we haven't heard about. And like, I think that if they get the kind of support that Japanese brands get because they earned that support, I think amazing things can happen. And a lot of the onus is on fucking, while we still have retail for people to stock these brands, to fucking support them, to fucking give them the platform. But at the same time, social media is there for everybody, right? But
if you build it, they will come.
And that's a very utopian fucking naive take to some degree, and I won't dispute that at all. But no, and I know, because I'm agreeing with that, because we're
baby.
No, we're saying the same thing. And
I was just quoting that movie about the baseball player.
No,
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, bro.
What's that movie?
Black Sox.
Angels
Field
in
of
the
Dreams.
Outfield.
the most important thing is that the product
Eddie's
is fire,
very
and then
dark.
like, you need the fucking distribution, you need the fucking platforms, and some of that you can like attempt to fucking bite off yourself, but there's language barriers, and there's fucking there's fucking
even
currency
more,
calculations that need to happen. There's a lot of
even more basic than
VAT
fucking
tax.
language barriers is that, like, the
that's
trade
Europe, not Asia.
Damn it.
The trade agreements between the U.S. and Japan are friendlier towards John's enthusiasts than they are for like
Really?
U.S. and Korea and U.S. and China.
Okay.
Because the U.S. fucking dropped 2 nuclear bombs on the citizens of Japan.
That's facts.
You forget about that.
Drake. Good song.
Facts.
I need his action. That's a fact.
That's just how the cookie crumble.
So obviously, like, Japanese brands have a mythology and a narrative and an undeniable execution that shit is big gas. I think there's a bunch of Korean brands that Junjae, Kinki,
for sure.
I'm blanking on a bunch, but like, you can find them more often in Canadian stores and UK stores than the US stores, and that's because like fucking Sleepy Joe's trade agreements. Sleepy Joe is not a John's friendly president. What's really shocking is that there's not been a standout Chinese brand that has really fucking sunk its toehold into America, and a lot of that is like xenophobia. A lot of that is the perception that anything made in China is cheap,
And
even
they're
though
known for manufacturing. They're the executors. They make everyone else's shit. They got to make their own shit.
that's the fucking thing. And a lot of that is xenophobia. A lot of that is the fact that we look at anything made in China as cheapness and, it's made in the USA, must be fucking fire. Look at these, Chinese street style TikToks. Like, all that shit is Chinese brands, and that shit is big gasolina. So I do think it's only a matter of time before Asian brands do end up getting a fucking foothold in America. Is it going to be through the traditional retailers? I don't think so. I think it's going to be through things like a TikToker being like, yo, this fucking brand is gas. And guess what? You can get it through this fucking proxy that you can, this South Korean proxy or this North Korean proxy or this Chinese proxy.
The future of global politics runs through China, and we're not a politics pod, so we're not talking about that. But with that huge statement comes the fucking understanding that like that is where the consumers are, that is where the manufacturing is, and they can create their own fucking like who is going to be the Chinese Ralph Lauren? Who's going to be the fucking guy or girl or whoever to be like, yo, I'm not just going to fucking make it for other people, but I'm going to make it for myself. And yo, as soon as the fucking stars align there and the money makes sense and there is a real opportunity for that, and I cannot wait for because it's going to be some young fucking genius who's going to do it, and it'll happen in our lifetime, and it's going to be a fucking paradigm shifting game changer because up until now, the Chinese, they just make shit for other people. That's what it is.
And for themselves.
In fashion.
There's a billion people in China. There's clearly some fucking big ass brands that we just don't know about. To draw a parallel to wine, right? A bunch of Chinese people fell in love with Bordeaux wine. They imported a bunch of shit. They studied the industry. They are now creating wine in China that rivals Bordeaux.
This is how the Chinese took over the fucking modern art market too. We talked about this on the Cause Pod. Like this is where the fucking purchases are happening.
This is getting a little fucking.
They should control their own destiny. That's all we're saying. So we implore you,
honestly,
Chinese Ralph Lauren who listens to this podcast, who understands 1% of what's going on, fucking do the day.
If anyone fucking knows a good brand in China, hit us up. When I was in Thailand, there were like DIY designers, but they're just like, I'm just doing this thing myself. And like, there's no infrastructure to get my shit off the ground. I'm just selling within my own bubble. Lawrence, what's the next question?
If Jimmy is cooking a meal for his date, what is his go-to meal? That's by George Jefferson again. Salute George Jefferson. 2 for 2.
Chef, I'm gonna need you to weigh in here with your grilled cheese. It's gonna be some sort of seafood
at home.
It's gonna be like a very good pasta, just because it's like easy.
Sure.
It's collaborative.
Yeah.
It's obviously delicious.
Wait, collaborative. You're gonna cook with your date, not for your date. That's honestly, that's a bit of a fucking maneuver, dude.
No, because like, what?
That's good advice.
What's gonna happen? Like, I'm gonna be fucking straight. Yeah,
you do this. You cook with versus cook for,
bro. It's 100%. An activity. Oh shit, it's an activity for two versus like one person just like sitting there and one person like stressing in the kitchen.
No, I'm saying you invite someone over and the meal is prepared and it's just a date. That's what I mean.
No, you got
that type of timing.
What if the train's late and the food's cold?
Wait, so okay, so I would just love to know what now because that was specifically a question for you. Like, chef, what's the best thing you can make at home? What's your number one dish?
My grilled cheeses.
The grilled cheeses
slaps
with apples and fucking
pears and raisins and craisins and shit.
Chuck, what's your number one dish?
Breakfast burrito.
At night though.
Or in the morning.
All right, 24/7.
I make a fucking killer fennel salad that will fucking blow your fucking dick off. It's
I feel like we should do like
modeled after Ultra Paradisios, but like I freaked it a bit. I put arugula in there for a little green. Shit. I would love to fucking make a bowl for all you.
You made that the other day, right?
Oh yeah, dude, I fucking make it all the time. No, that was a kale joint that I was doing.
Never
where
mind.
I was just like your smock. We were fucking massaging.
He chopped up your smocky.
We were massaging the dinosaurs.
The kale it looked real good.
The Triceratops had a tummy ache, so we had to fucking massage his ass out.
Let me get a fennel salad, the Aki way.
Yo, I want to ask a question the Locky way. This is for my guy Locke.
Wow, well done, dude.
Sham,
prize winning.
Thank you for paying attention, Locke. Sham never did answer Jimmy's question about body count. What's the body count?
That's a fucking
record, bro.
I'm not answering that. What the fuck?
All right, Locke. Maybe you'll get him next time. Next
wait.
question.
Can we do an over under?
No, come on. He doesn't want to answer. It's fine. Let's move on.
It's under.
What?
Oh,
what?
No.
All right, moving on. Lawrence, next question.
All right. Yo, no, that's fucking. Yo, and guess what?
Chef, you know what?
Did the majority of that under happen in the last fucking 2 years? Thank you. Exactly my point.
Chef,
I'm making up for lost time.
I'm gonna
Chef,
cut this.
admirable. That's all.
The best thing here is not to get too personal, but your body count is numero uno, right?
I think so.
That is so fucking admirable and fucking trad of you and so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Respect, bro. All right, next question. This is from Notorious FJB. I'm looking for a versatile resort shoe for the pool/beach that can get wet/sandy, but isn't a Nike/Adidas slide or an EVA Birkenstock. Any unusable recon you can provide. Wow, no flubs. Read that perfectly.
All right. First of all, Crocs, right?
Yeah,
obviously,
come on, bro.
Sport mode, ATV mode,
right?
Leisure mode, and then what I'm fucking excited to bust out this summer are the Keen Yoguis. Super fucking ugly. They look like
they suck, dude. I hate them.
No, they're gas.
They look fucking cool, man.
The fish out of what's that fucking The Shape of Water? They look like The Shape of Water, dude.
The fuck fish movie?
His testicles. That's what these shoes look like, and I'm so fucking.
No, they look like his dick. They don't look like his testicles. Have you ever seen a fish? Have you seen the movie
Fish Sticks?
You see his dick?
No, I'm kidding.
Fish sticks. So yeah, the Keen Yu-Gi-Ohs or Yo-Gi-Ohs. Lawrence, what about yourself?
Thank you for the Yu-Gi-Ohs description. Thank God we're almost done with this. This is getting off the rails. Yo, so this dude doesn't want to wear EVA Birks. I know what he's talking about, the all rubber Birks, because you see them fucking all the time on the streets in the summer, at the pool. Yo, the gardening Birk clog, the Super Birky, is a bit of a deep cut. It got a little bit of juice when who's Mary Kate getting divorced from?
Sarkozy.
He
shook Sarkozy's hand.
Oh yeah.
Do some motion.
No, that's so wrong. I think he might have not been wearing them in a pic. It might have been a homie who was, but
the Ray-Bans were fake. Was it? You
gotta fucking give it up.
Mary Kate said my Ray-Bans were off-brand.
Yeah.
What
Do some motion in the sand.
Why'd I gotta be so rude?
The Super Birkies are a
schmutty dancer with some goth teens.
Summer 2014.
2021.
The Super Yo, this is awful.
Keep going.
The Super Birkies, I know it's a Birk. I know it's like a rubber vibe, but you won't look like a pedestrian, which I can clearly tell by the question is what you're trying to avoid. Cop the Super Birkies. They are gardening clog. They are fire. You can get them in a variety of colors, from Pantones of the year to black to whatever. They are pool ready. They are fucking spring, summer ready. That is my recommendation there.
You guys have anything?
Water footwear?
Yeah.
Jellies, water shoes?
No.
All right.
I'm not near water a lot.
My last question to ask is is from C's Train. What was your first big fashion purchase? Larry?
It's so crazy to think about this, because this for me was sorry, I'm looking up and down for so long, lyrics.
Don't do that.
No, I have to, because I have to sing, and I have to sing right. And I've spent so much money. The big thing that I've spent money on John's wise over the years is suits, outerwear, and footwear. And the first thing of all of those that I fucking blew bread on, which now pales in comparison to for so many a variety of purchases I've made since. I bought McNary blue suede Chukka Bucks before I was working for Mark. When I was living in the shadow of Rahway Federal Penitentiary in Rahway, New Jersey, and I might have spent $275, and by me I mean like I sent it to my parents as a Christmas gift, much like the Kale Smock chef, and that was crazy to me. That was like, I need these, and I wore them.
I need them.
I wore them into the fucking dirt. I wore them, I believe, in a run-of-the-mill lookbook. You could probably go back and find the pics and fact check me. But like at the time, that felt crazy. But now that's we're fucking selling merch that's more than that, right? Like
that's crazy to think.
Okay, so new world.
Also, it's our pods our pod loafers are someone they're McNary's. Who's got one?
The first big John's
fashion purchase. Yeah.
Fuck.
Don't all jump in at once.
I mean, like, I was probably it was probably like fucking when I was in high school, when I was like into denim, I bought like a pair of like pure blue Japans for like $300. That was like a fucking big John's purchase for me, I think.
Respect.
I don't know. Yeah, like it was like also like at the time, like I didn't have my first job until my senior year of high school when I was working at Jamba, and like my parents were still like
Jamba Juice.
Yeah, like I would like save like the majority of my paychecks, and I was like one time I was like, yo, like I'm trying to buy some jeans. And my dad was like, all right, yeah, for sure. And he saw $350 exit my account, and he was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, bro, dude. I mean,
I don't even know if I'll pay $350 for jeans tomorrow.
Damn, you cop the crisp down.
Yeah, bro. You cop the épicé, bro.
Chuck, anything come to mind?
It was probably that that Norse Projects chore coat that I wore.
That you came to New York.
Oh yeah,
I
your
was
only piece of outerwear.
I was like, this was like $200. It'll keep me warm. And no,
Yeah.
it did not keep me
The more you pay, the warmer it will keep you.
Yeah.
Went to the Hamptons and I thought I was the man. Till Mary Kate said my Ray-Bans were off brand. I kept my mouth shut and I shook Sarkozy's hand. Spit in the ocean, stole a handful of the sand.
And I thought I was the man.
All right, last question, I believe.
Damn.
I've yet to document my first big fashion purchase.
Oh,
Thank you,
sorry.
Lawrence.
From
Is it
Steve's
555
the
soul?
Popeyes Force Ones.
No, because those cost like $4. I would say it was like a few Stussy items that I copped to impress when I was a sophomore, my senior cool girlfriend who was like the rival hot girl against Anne Hathaway. Vassar.
Hot girl shit.
That's so sick, dude.
Wow, dude.
Well, Anne Hathaway's like already dropped out.
Vassar is sick, dude.
But I want to. I mean, when you're talking like fashion, like capital F, it's got to be a fucking Band of Outsiders skinny tie.
Wow, dude.
That I was like, okay,
Band.
like I'm not gonna fucking keep up with these boys when it comes to the fucking Borioli and the Coccinetti. But maybe if I have the fucking bow tie, then I'll get some respect.
Those years don't really line
Do you
up.
still
but,
have
like,
it? Do any of you guys still have your
I still
first?
have that tie.
I do.
Do I have what? What was the
Do you
question?
still have the thing that you bought?
Yes.
I have the McNair's. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
throw anything out. Are you fucking kidding me?
I should wear them to pod next week. All right, final question from Glizzy McGuire.
Damn, that's fucking fire.
No, that's been. That's not. That's not new to this. True. Glizzy McGuire, not new to this. True to this.
Shit.
What is the worst part of your jobs as retired professional podcasters, and why is it this Discord, Jim?
It's not the Discord. It's honestly
Nice try to be fucking self-serving, Glizzy.
It's the imposter syndrome. It's the self-doubt. It's the fact that like what we're doing, the two of us, the four of us, we have no idea what, like anytime we do something, like there's no fucking precedent. And so like there's no one we can look at and be like, oh, like they did it and it was fine, or they did it and it didn't work. So we can like do this and we know what's happening.
There's
every
no best
single
practices.
Every single thing, like everything's uncharted territory, right? Which is like exciting and awesome, but that's also kind of the worst part in that it's like every kind of new decision
Unknown.
is a risk.
Yeah.
We are like, here may dragons breathe, right? Like that's where the fuck these nerds know what I'm talking about. Like that's the area of the fucking map. That's the area of the map
Game
we're
of
on.
Thrones?
So while it is both the most exciting and exerting part, it is kind of fucking at times shitty where it's like, we have no fucking clue what we're doing. Is this going to work? Is this not going to work?
Fucking clearly for anyone listening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So like sometimes, so it's really about like following gut and just being like, oh, like, do we fuck with this? Is this fun? Like if it is, let's do it.
Did you guys think this is a cool way to store sunglasses on a hat like this? Is
No.
this like
You look like a third base coach.
do you think I could? Do you think I could like make it like a thing and cool? Because it's very convenient. No, okay.
Don't
All right.
fucking do it.
Try behind your head.
Behind. All right, hold on one second. Hold on. Yo,
No,
chill.
that's not gonna work. I'm sorry.
Larry,
I already know that's not gonna work.
Does it like looks good? For me, Guy Fieri, the hardest thing about about podcasting is
I can't take this guy seriously right now.
All right, yo, sorry. Yo, you're right.
What was
You're right,
the
you're right.
question?
Let me go back. Yeah. Let me go back.
I don't remember. For the record, I don't remember the question.
I give a fucking valuable, vulnerable answer in this motherfucker. Okay,
No. All right, yo. Here's a real, valuable and vulnerable. I like that. The two VVS, bro.
He's bust
VV
down.
spit, dude. Valuable, vulnerable,
My
spit,
vulnerability,
dude.
my vulnerability's bust down.
Yo. That has to
These
be.
podcasters found every way to ruin Patex.
Nobody says VVS better than Blueface. That's
How does he say it? Do it.
there's like he has a song with
Do it,
Jeezy
do it
where
right
he's
now,
like,
do it.
VVS is, I don't know.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna it'll be
Yo,
the
hey, chef, don't quit your day.
I'm
job.
using it as the outro music.
All right, that's
I've
fine.
decided.
Yo, the thing
Not
that
Asher Roth. I love college.
No.
no Lark on my
Do
go
something
kart.
crazy.
No.
No,
I'm doing,
yo, Lark. On
All
my
right,
go-kart
what's
is
your
fun.
last answer so we can get the fuck out of here?
I'm using Blueface.
Don't do that. The thing for
Don't
me
do
that yo,
What's the worst part of your job, Lawrence? Is it working Tuesday through Thursday?
no. Yo, we do this thing with our homies and we have a good time, and sometimes it feels better than others, but for the most part, like we enjoy very much all the decisions that we've made that have led ourselves up to this point where we're doing, multiple episodes every week and people, fucking can support us directly. And that's great. Yo, the feedback that we get, I take it so seriously. And you've made fun of me about this before, but like, yo, I'll read fucking every fucking exit survey on fucking Patreon. I'll read every fucking Reddit comment. I'll read every fucking Cord mention, every fucking IGDM. Like, I a lot of times need to remember that, like, yo, it is a vocal minority a lot of the times, not just in people criticizing the show, but even people bigging up the show. And you need to find a way to balance reacting too fast and letting the animals fucking run the zoo, and then also resting on your laurels because 5 fucking guys were like, yo, you don't look like a goat, but you fit the description, or whatever the fucking, whatever fucking bullshit people send to you. So for me, it's about fucking, it's evaluating that shit, internalizing it, and then trying to make fucking positive steps for the entire pod based on shit, but by not getting gassed up or torn down too much. And that's the POV shit. Like, I can lose sight of that. It is what it is. It is, I am but a man. I am but a man. I'm not a god. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not a goat, but I fit the description. You know what I'm saying? But
that's where the duality, man. I think that whenever you're up and I'm down, you can bring me up. Whenever I'm up, you're down. Like, I bring you up. I think that's where the duality, man, where we never seem to be like down at the same time. We have a great
partnership. I'll say that fucking a billion times over.
We can't be high. We can't be high at the same time, but whenever low at the same time.
We have a great situation here, and even everyone who's not here, shout out fucking Robbie, shout out Rylan, shout out fucking Dunk, shout out fucking Jay. Dude. We've built a fucking family, and everyone fucking serves a purpose.
Oh God, pods. I got family.
And I think, you and I fucking
rough.
You and I, we fill out the parts of each other. We make a fucking we make a fucking whole fucking beautiful thing. And here we are fucking podcasting into fucking Bolivian,
That's a damn.
Till they say about Ray-Bans was off brand. All right, Chef, I'm gonna need you to slap on that motherfucking outro music and take us out of part 2 of the AMA on the only podcast that matters. Chef Lawrence, hit stop recording now.